Hi guys and welcome to Horologique. There is yet another Aliexpress sale after the big sale in March, but I wanted to talk to you about this one because I see some pretty interesting things. For you guys who follow the channel, I will be speaking about mostly new stuff. You will not see the Red Star 1963 in here once again, I promise, although it is a really good price. But I will be showing new stuff that I see that is quite interesting. As for the international geopolitical situation, you know about the tariff stuff that is striking the USA right now. So for the people in the USA, unless you're buying from stock in the USA, I will not be advising to buy this time around because you never know how much you're going to have to pay in the end. So yeah, it is, I believe, the first time that I am advising a big chunk of my audience, almost 1/3 of it, not to buy. But yeah, that is the situation right now, guys. But I hope that it will soon clear out. And don't worry, for my friends in the USA, I have checked many great watches that have stock in the USA, and I might make a dedicated video about that, so stick around. And don't forget that in this channel we review the best affordable watches, be them Japanese, Swiss, Chinese, at the best prices. So if that is something that you think you'll enjoy, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and as usual, the links to the watches will be in the description of the video. Without further ado, let's jump into the watches. And just to let you know, it is kind of unusual for me, but I have not checked any of them right now. I'm going to be bringing some to the channel so you guys can check them out. And the first one is one that is a homage of a watch that I think that was absolutely great. It is the Specht Sohne homage of the beautiful, delicious Vacheron Constantin, the vintage 222. And I'm gonna be leaving you both versions here. There's the first V1 that was pretty much a copage of that Vacheron Constantin with the bezel in the bottle cap shape and everything. But sadly, there's no more golden version, the one that I wanted. So there's only the stainless steel version, which is really nice actually. Too bad that they didn't color the little cross at the bottom right of the case like in the original. That would have cost them nothing, but they didn't for some reason that I cannot understand. So I'm gonna leave you a link to this one, just $73, so just pretty much nothing. And I'm gonna leave you a link to the new version that I see, and this one you do have the golden version, but the bezel is different. It is kind of an Omega Seamaster scalloped bezel, and you can have the option of a sand dune dial or a plain dial, and that one costs $81. So as you can see, not a lot of money, not a lot of people are talking about this one, so I'm gonna see if I can scratch that itch of that really expensive Vacheron. I think it's like $80,000, so let's be real, none of us are going to be getting that Vacheron, or maybe you guys if you're a billionaire or something, but I guess that 99.9% of my audience is not gonna get that Vacheron. So if you want to have that look, I think that this one is pretty much your only option. Watch number 2, a Pagani Design, and this one is a homage of the Tudor Flamingo. Remember that one that was really hot a few months ago with the blue version? Well, here you have it with the VK63 movement, and you have it in the two versions. You have it in the Miami pink and Miami blue. The Miami pink I understand because of the MLS football team, but Miami blue I don't understand. But yeah, maybe you guys can tell me in the comments. So this one, 39.5 millimeters in diameter, 13.2 millimeters in thickness, 100 meters of water resistance, and just looks great. I believe it is the same, pretty much the same carousels based on the different Pagani designs that we've had before. I think this is a great option in any case. So yeah, for the price, for the small price of $72, I believe that it is an absolute bargain once again. Watch number 3, we go to Specht Sohne again. And you know about Specht Sohne, it's either hit or miss with their stuff, but here I do have a kind of watch that I always wished that existed at low prices. It is a homage of the Jaeger LeCoultre Reverso It is a very simple thing, made of a Swiss quartz movement. It doesn't matter because it doesn't have that second hand that ticks, you know, that kind of thing that drives us mad when we are mechanical watch snobs. And I really want to check this one out to see how is the quality of that flipping, you know, that I don't know if you have tested the JLC, but the flipping quality is so good, and that is what makes the watch. So I wanted to check this one out. You have 3 color options. You have one in white, you have one in blue, and one in black. Really dark blue though. Just 50 meters of water resistance, doesn't really matter because this one is a dress watch. Only 8.9 millimeters in thickness. Once again, coherent with the quartz movement and the fact that this is a dress watch. The dimensions, we've got a length of 23.8 millimeters and a log-to-log of 38.2 millimeters. That is wonderful. I believe that it will be wearing beautifully on the wrist. We will see. I will be bringing this one to the channel really soon. So again, don't forget to subscribe to go ahead and check that. Next watch in the channel, it is one that everybody and their cousin have reviewed in YouTube. It is the Hruodland Pilot Retro, the one with the little turbine at 6. And I really want to check that one because I think that I missed something. It has the beautiful Seagull ST3620 mechanical movement. Of course, that turbine at 6 that looks absolutely wonderful. That is not an idea of Hruodland, of course. It is an idea from IWC, I believe. But yeah, they have copied it. But when you flip the watch, you get to see that movement that appears to be really well put together. And you've got a big window. Really nice what you see in there. Dimensions, you've got a diameter of 43 millimeters, so quite big. You've got a log-to-log of 52, once again quite big, and a thickness of 12.4. This is quite a large watch, but once again coherent with pilot watches. It has some lume, and the lume appears to be quite decent. Next watch of this selection is the WatchDives Moonwatch. I just did a video comparing the Omega Moonwatch with the Pagani Design, so don't forget to check that one. The link will be in the description below. But many of you told me you really have to check the WatchDives because the quality is really good. And I have to say that I agree. This one looks really nice. The finishing looks quite superior to the Pagani, so I really have to check that one sometime as well. And they do have the white version right now. I think there's just like 3 available, so if you want to check that one, don't forget to check it out on the links because they go really fast. As usual, classic Moonwatch dimensions, 42 millimeters in diameter. I think it should be something like 13.5 millimeters in thickness. Sapphire crystal, this one, and ceramic bezel insert, and a Seiko VK63 in here. Last watch of this selection, a brand new release by Seestern that is a homage to one of the most beautiful watches that I have seen, at least to one of the most beautiful Grand Seikos that I have seen, and it is the homage to the Grand Seiko SBGM 221. It is a GMT and it looks stunning. It looks really nice. They seem to have captured that washi paper look of the dial. You've got a Seiko NH34 in here. The dimensions are quite similar to the original thing with 39.5 millimeters in diameter, a good 100 meters of water resistance, 13 millimeters in thickness, but without that highly domed sapphire crystal. It is only 10 millimeters in diameter, and you've got 47 millimeters log-to-log, and you've got the same defect as the Grand Seiko with 19 millimeters in log-to-log. Guess I didn't want to change that one. It doesn't really matter too much, I guess. And you can have that one for $198 during the sale. That's been it for the review. I hope it was helpful. If it was, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. If you made it this far, it is because you enjoy good deals. I'm going to leave you here with the best deals that you can find right now on Amazon. And I'm going to leave you here with watches that I really believe that you should not buy because there's 2 sides to a coin, guys. Thanks again. I'll be seeing you right away in those videos.